Hey guys, so I've just come home and got an email from my friend Camouflaged Waffen, and he was asking me to comment on this Austrian kidnapping and raping case. And damn, what can you say to that? And but there's a few thoughts that are running through my mind. For those of you who haven't heard of it, and I don't really think there's anybody who hasn't heard of that, there's this sick puppy, a 73-year-old guy, who held his 42-year-old daughter captive in his basement for the past 24 years. And raped her several times a day, every single day, Actually, he started raping her when she was 11. But when she turned 18, he drugged her, put her in the basement, put some handcuffs on, and kept raping her and so on. And as if the whole thing couldn't get more weird, he fathered 7 children with her. Now, one of them died, he burned it in an oven, and 3 of them he adopted. Now, you have to realize, he had his daughter in the basement of a house, a multi-family home. And his wife lived with him in the first floor, and she knew nothing. And police, believe her, she knew nothing. Well, I want to come back to that bitch. But, so what happened is, 3 of these children, when they were babies, he adopted them officially, and he told his wife that the daughter, who officially, that's what he told everybody, had joined an elusive cult, dropped them off at the doorstep because she didn't want to take care of them. So he adopted 3 of them. But wait, it gets weirder. The other 3 stayed with her in the basement. Now listen to this. One of them is 5 years old. The other one is 18. And a 19-year-old girl, a 19-year-old daughter. Now, I of course believe he raped them too, but they're not saying anything about that. But anyway, make a long story short, all of those 4 people now, the mother, which is his daughter, the 42-year-old, and the 3 children, which he is the father, but also the grandfather. I mean, can't get weirder than that. They all live in this little basement. Like a 1.5 room basement, you can barely turn around in there. But it gets even weirder. Those kids, the 19-year-old, the 18-year-old, and the 5-year-old, never saw the light of day. They did not know there was, they knew there was an outside world, because according to reports, there was a TV in this little room. But to them, and this is according to insider information, which somebody emailed me from Austria, because Amstetten, where the whole thing happened, is about a few miles from where I'm originally from, So, according to them, the outside world was like a fictional, non-existent, imaginary thing, They had never seen other people, they had never seen sunlight, they had never seen planes or anything like that. So then, again, to make a long story short, the 19-year-old fell ill and she went unconscious, and this old sick puppy, decided, I don't know, did he have an attack of compassion, who knows, but he decided to bring her to the hospital. And when she was in the hospital, the doctors couldn't figure out why she's ill, and they put an appeal out to find the mother. Anyway, again, make a long story short, he decided to bring the mother out, never thinking, which again, it's the daughter which he had held captive for 24 years, of course threatened her, never thinking that she would have the balls to turn him in. And he told his wife, of course, that she had come from the cult to help her daughter, because I don't know if they needed some organs from her, who the hell knows. But anyway, he was wrong, because, when the daughter was out, and there was police there, and she straight away approached the cop, and she said, I've been held captive, blah, 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 and they took her away. And at first she was very scared. But when they assured her that nothing is going to happen, they will protect her, she started to tell the story and turned him in, and and she said that her only goal in life was to stay alive so she could see the swine hang. And with the swine, of course, she means her dad, which is also her rapist, and the father from her children. So anyway, story keeps on going. They got the other kids out. Now those kids, when again, according to reports, when they were brought out, first of all, when they saw people, they freaked out. But when they were brought out for the first time in their life, and they saw what they have seen on TV, that this really existed, they broke down, they went on their knees, they started weeping, they started crying, and they could not contain themselves. Anyway, they were rushed into a car to bring to a psychiatric hospital. In the car, they said they freaked out again. They couldn't believe, and this time it was a completely different freaking out. They felt, so they said, how they later said, like they were dead and they got resurrected and started to go into heaven. And that's what it was to them for, and a great adventure to be in this car. And so anyway, right now, they're all in the psychiatric hospital. This old, don't even know what to call him. He, of course, is in a prison cell right now, and I'm also sure that we didn't hear the last yet of this story. But there's a few comments I want to make. First of all, regarding the wife. Look, if she did not know, all I have to say is she should have known. This is just unfathomable that somebody can have somebody captive for 24 years in the basement of the same house where you live, and you don't know anything about it. And to you, this basement was off limits, and you never questioned it. So I would say maybe she really didn't know, but she should have known, and I would throw her in prison and throw the key away. Now finally, justice has to be served. And how do you punish a guy like this? Look, I'm a very liberal person. I believe in second chances. I believe in third chances. I believe in forgiveness. But, there's certain crimes and certain behavior that just cannot be forgiven. So what I would think is, and maybe even that's too fast a death for him. But what I would be doing, once he is proven guilty beyond any doubt, and it really seems like there's no doubt, at this point at least, but let's wait until there's no doubt. But what I would do with him, throw him in a septic tank, in a full septic tank, not too full, about to his neck, put a lid on it, and weld it shut or cement it shut or whatever, and that's it. And again, his wife, throw her in a prison cell, throw the keys away. And for all the victims, I just hope that they can find some sanity and some peace, in their lives now. So that's my take on it. I wish you all a good night.